talk about how to use stick moxa. So there's a couple things that you need before you start. You need a heat source, you need a moxa stick, and you need something to extinguish the moxa in, and it can be the same thing or something different as what you use to ash the moxa stick. So you are not ready until you have those three things. Let's start by opening up our moxa. Every once in a while it will be broken, and then you can't use much of it. All right, and here's our moxa stick. Some moxa sticks have hole in the middle, and some of them don't. The ones that have holes in the middle, they burn a little bit faster, but that's the only big difference between them. And they burn a little bit hotter because they have more oxygen running through. A moxa stick that's this big is not well lit with just a lighter, because you would have to hold the lighter on for a long period of time. So instead you can use a cigar lighter, or you can use a gas stove by putting the moxa directly in the stove, or you can use a candle. You'll find that your moxa stick lights a lot better if you stick your moxa directly in the flame. We will wait until the candle has burned a little bit of wax, and then we'll be able to just set it up. You want to light one end of the moxa, and you want to get the pole or the stick lit equally on all sides so that it burns equally. And this takes a certain amount of time. So while we're doing this, a couple safety things to bring up. Do not touch the lit moxa because it's about 450 degrees Fahrenheit, so it will burn you. Do not touch it directly to your skin. And also at the end, we're going to make sure that it's put all the way out. Okay, so when you think that your moxa is lit, you want to blow on it, and it should look, I don't know if the camera can see this, but it should look red. And then like a cigar, you're going to want to ash off any of the extra ash, because you don't want the ash to build up, because it will both smother the fire and it can fall off and burn you. So, and then now that you have your stick, this is what a typical first lit stick looks like. And then over time, as you ash more and more by scraping it against the side of something, it will turn more into a cone shape. So when all your sides are lit and the center is also red when you blow into it, you know that you're in the place that you should be. And you want to hold the moxa about, I would say 2 to 3 inches, 1 to 3 inches from your skin. And there's a couple different moves you can do. You can circle, clockwise and counterclockwise. You can hold still. You can do what's called ironing, which is where you go back and forth as if you're ironing something. And if you feel like your hands are shaky, or you feel like you're not sure where you are in space, you can always use your pinky to keep yourself steady. Now we're going to get into the nitty and gritty of how to do the moxa. If your practitioner told you that they want you to warm the area, or they wanted you to increase the yang of the area, what you want to do is circle the moxa in a clockwise direction and make sure that you leave it, you keep going with it until the area feels warm. And actually the area over time will begin to get pink. And you should move in slow circles. If your practitioner told you that they want to make yin, or they want to build structure, or you don't want the area to be overly heated, you can see I'm ashing here after just 30 seconds or so. Then what you do is you go in a clockwise direction you go quickly and you don't let the area get hot. It's almost like you're creating kind of like a vortex of like pulling the heat out. And the skin should not get warm. And you're probably gonna do it for less amount of time. When you need to put out the moxa, you have two ways you can do it. You can either smother it in a tight fitting metal or glass container. You can smother it in dirt, or you can put it in water. The benefit of smothering it is that then you can relight it whenever you're ready. The benefit of water is that you know it's out when it's done steaming. So to put it in the dirt, you just put it straight in. Anything that has any ash goes straight into the dirt. And most people just leave it there once it stops smoking. You can pick it up and blow on it. You can still see some sparks off this, so we know it's not done. Put it back into the dirt, depriving the fire of oxygen. Or you can put it into water. Once it's in the water and it stops steaming, you know you're done. You can leave it. I leave it up for 24 hours. It'll dry out just on, if you just leave it on the table or on the windowsill or on a clean plate, and then I can light it up again tomorrow. It's just smoking. Excellent.